Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lead House. And today we are with a special topic of entrepreneurship and innovation. And for this special topic, we have a special guest from Singapore, Dr. B. Ramanathan. Dr. B. Ramanathan is the founder and managing director of Business Management Consultancy Services, Research and Development, Learning and Development. ACE International is the name of his company. And he wished to contribute his professional skills and experience in research and development, technical and educational services, and establishing the collaborative network with institutions and companies using innovative and modern technological tools. He is also very much keen for the communication skills development and effectively worked in diverse cross-functional teams. And his professional experiences and skills, if we talk about, so he has a capability to lead a team or as a self-driven individual in the interdisciplinary and high pressure situations, and educate experience to meet out target deadlines, self-organized and self-oriented. And I am fortunate to have Dr. Ram as our collaborator, because Dr. Ram and Dr. Ram's ACE International and EduFam International has the collaboration as partners in some of our projects. And our leadership challenge 1 month course is one of them, where Dr. Ram always contributes from his rich experience to the aspiring leaders or the aspiring entrepreneurs. And today, once again, in this batch, that is 14th batch of Leadership Challenge, he is once again with us. And over to you, Dr. Ram. Thank you very much for sparing your valuable time.
Good evening, all. It is great privilege and honor to be invited as a special speaker for the Leadership Challenge. It is always the time to spend with you people, not only making you to learn, myself also getting learned from your questions or your aspirations, what it would be for the next level. So thanks to Dr. Halima Sadia for making these collaborative projects to engage and explore well. We together learning and exploring a lot for the subsequent years, and making us to transform, to build the knowledge as well as the capacity for the people. Because there are many people, they are looking for the opportunities to build their skills or the knowledge which are going to make them to transform as a strong personality. So not taking too much of your time, I would like to start to share my slides. It is the topic given to me, entrepreneurship and innovation. As a research professional transformed into entrepreneur kind of strategy, I would like to share my views as well as the experiences what I gained so far. Most of the research professionals, they never wanted to take the risk of becoming an entrepreneur. But myself, I took the challenge as well as the risk factors to deal with my capacity. So far, it is going on very nice, but still, I have to go for a long way to equip with the people who are making the transformation like me and making the joint venture with us. Innovation in entrepreneurship, it is a need of the time. What would be the situation currently endorsing as well as challenging for the people? How do they able to learn themselves with the entrepreneurial journey to take as a comfortable manner? Most of them are having some kind of idea or the solution for the problems, but they could not able to make it commercialized kind of strategies. So here we are going to see how the entrepreneurship and innovation coming under with the definitions, roles, and advantages, that is the benefits for the people and community. Dr. Halima already introduced, there is no more introduction required for me. Myself, Dr. Ramanathan, as the founder and managing director of ACE International Private Limited. ACE defines for Aspire Community and Excellence. So thinking global is making us to be an international kind of company. Being in Singapore, but we are looking forward and getting the opportunity to explore in the global section. What is the entrepreneurship? It is the basic question, and many people they know very well. An individual who wanted to do a new business, bearing most of the time, spending to deal with the risk and enjoying the rewards, whatever they are getting. Many people they don't want to go with the risk factors, but we are thinking how to mitigate with the condition for enabling them, especially for taking the risk to overcome the hurdles and getting the success story. Entrepreneur nowadays, it is making the new version of understanding, who are very innovative, who are very knowledgeable, who are having the leadership qualities and skill sets, because they have to build the strong team, the performance oriented kind of team, which are making the powerful source for them to enabling the condition as of now, and having certain kind of thought process to visualize the futuristic values and avenues, what would be the next level in the coming days. Innovation, it is also a basic element for many people. They understand the idea could be developed into a solution or making the transformation to identify certain values in the industry formation. But the idea must need to be very value added, and it is very new of its kind. Most of the researchers, they are finding out certain ideas which are going to provide certain values in the current problems, like COVID-19, we raised the vaccine against of COVID. That is also innovative idea. You could see the billions of dollars rotated in and around with the finding of finding as well as applications of the vaccine. That is a good example. So turning an idea into a solution that makes more value from a customer's perspective. It is the demand of the condition from the customer. So if you find out the way how to make the new novel ideas, creating the values for the people to be applicable as well as adaptable. Innovation entrepreneurship ecosystem. It is very much available in the institute industry partnership area, where the entrepreneurs development cell or innovation incubation cell, most of the higher learning institutions like universities, colleges, they are getting the facilities and the funding sources from government. A lot of seeding grants or entrepreneurial development grants available for them. Any professor who are having the innovative idea, who has done pioneering research in stipulated period of time and raising intellectual properties, they can get the grants from government, and some public organizations like the social enterprises and other CSR valued projects, they wanted to support for the funds. Startups and MSMEs, they are occupying the space where the infrastructure is available in the incubation space, especially in the institutional area or any private sectors. They created the value added space like aggregator space, accelerator space, incubation space, fabrication space, and so on. So the startup started from the scratch to develop certain values to mature, become mature company. The micro, small, medium enterprises occupying the space after the maturity of the startup, they are getting different kind of grants and support, and they are supporting for the socio-economic values. So innovative entrepreneurs kind of strategy, the role of an innovative entrepreneur, that is very important. Responding to the current trends and making themselves to be very competitive. That is very, very important. We could see the Nokia earlier, it was the pioneering and the successful company, but now they could not able to explore well because of the trends getting changed, but they could not reveal the capacity to engage for that kind of competition. Like the Konica, the camera, or any kind of film oriented cameras, now they could not compete with the smartphone kind of environment or digital camera solutions. So these are the example for us to think. So we have to go with some strategies to reform or review or reanalyze to engage for the futuristic development. Without that, we cannot improve our entrepreneurship journey. Now, social media encourages very important. We could see the lot of platforms like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, or Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, many things we could able to identify. Now, recently, the chat GPT also came and it influenced a lot in that kind of capacities. Entrepreneurship and innovation model, how do we define between the idea which may not work well, how to develop the validity or value added conditions for that, and the resources which are available in and out of our surrounding, and how to make the commitment and contribution better towards that. First, we have to focus for the research environment where the innovation kind of things are getting included, and further developing the research categories into the next level, like the prototype development or maturity products, which are very much demanded as of now, to be applicable for the social cause, demonstrating the particular instrument or solutions or softwares whatsoever. Uh, we have to think how to make it is applicable for the society, especially the sustainable responsibility and making the commercialization, because the R&D funds making their transformation up to the demonstrated capacity, but after that we have to tie up with the potential investors, either from individual angel investor or series entrepreneurship kind of investors, or any kind of MNC oriented corporation kind of tie-up, which are making the transformation to create the values for commercialization, either the product, service, or solutions, whatsoever it may be. Why the innovation is very important for business. Here we could see the pyramid, business values, the business knowledge, which are not only required, but the technical fundamental aspects are very much important. For example, the engineers who are having the technical expertise, but they have to find out the customer requirements. As I already mentioned, there are many ways the transformation for the innovative product development explore. So the engineers are making and committing the crucial roles to develop the innovative product. They have to become like an entrepreneur kind of mentality to find out the solution for creating more values to solve the problem. And they can support for the entrepreneurs who are coming to invest the money for that. So the customer needs transforming to the social values or social benefits. That is the ultimate point. So we have to find out the way the technology know-how is making the impact on the market. That is, whether it is going to be incremental values or sustainable values, or disrupting the current technology into the new level of transformation, or making that radical that the technology breakthrough is going to change a lot in coming days. That's the policy. Now, the Tesla is leading in entrepreneurial investment and procurement. So the inventions and innovations are making them to stand in front of all other competitors. How do we define the benefits for innovative entrepreneurship kind of way? Uh, there are many ways, but here the few things I wanted to point out: how to increase the productivity when the demand is high, and making the competitors to be defective, or making the transformation more effective to win the competitors in the current scenario, making the reductions in the cost of consumers, especially consumers are looking for more cheaper and a better solution or products. So we have to give the better cost effective manner to reach to that, because earlier the LCD or LED TV panels were very high price, but now it is very cheaper in the market. So all these things are putting together the values to reduce the cost. Improved the brand recognition, especially we have to think about the branding solution. Without branding solution, we cannot win in the long run. So the companies who are starting in the scratch, but they wanted to occupy the space as a branded kind of capacity, they have to acquire, they have to get a lot of investment to transform the branding pattern in their way of developing the entrepreneurship model. Increased turnover, that is also very important. When they are increasing the turnover, they have to go for higher level of investment procurement. That's why the unicorn companies are coming to play a big role. You all very know about that. Unicorn company is $1 billion industry when they are making the values in the public, the initial public offering, IPO release. That is the way the Silicon Valley has occupied many unicorn companies. They are making the change for the global economic value like $1 trillion values. India is contributing only less than 5 trillion when compared to China is contributing around 19 trillion, whereas the US contributing 26 more trillion dollars value. But we have to plan well for developing more unicorn based companies who are adapting with the deep tech oriented kind of technologies. That is the only possibility to increase the economic value of Indian continent. Decades of Silicon Valley, from 1930s to 2000, we could see the transformation from radio communications, then 1940s defense system, 1950s magnetic storage, 1960s semiconductors based innovative product development. 1970s, it was personal computing, that is Apple was the lead company that time. 1980s, the networks, the creating the internet and other kind of supports in 1990s. 2000, the mobile technology, making the real transformation for every individual who are having the smartphone in their hand. Apple was the propounder for that. Now, many other companies also competing for the 5G spectrum. So we could remember always the Steve Jobs, who was the co-founder of Apple, and his inventions transformed the tech-based kind of support for the communication environment. He was the CEO for the Apple, and creating the value for iPhone was first introduced by his involvement and the technology sources. That's also known for investing in Pixar. When they were a struggling business, the invention making the change for their business into the next level. Innovative entrepreneurs from Silicon Valley, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Warren Buffett stock company, and Apple. So many people we could able to identify from the Silicon Valley for their entrepreneurial vision and adapting with the innovative technologies as a basic element for getting more values when compared to the competitors. 8 innovative entrepreneurs of India, Ratan Tata, the JRD, Jamshedpur Ratan Tata, he created the value for the Tata Group, Hindustan Computer Limited, HCL, by Shiv Nadar, Sun Pharma, Dilip Shanghvi, Wipro by Ashim Premji, Bajaj Group of Companies, Sunny Bajaj, ICICI, the bank, Sandeep Bakshi, Infosys, Mr. Narayana Murthy, KTM by Mr. Vijay Shekhar Sharma. These are all the value-added innovative entrepreneurs. For understanding better, you could Google up and you can understand how did they transform their company from the basic level to the innovative business model. So this is the triangle map where the origin of education, that is the knowledge dissemination and the procurement of technology sources, giving the training for the future workforces and the basic cultural values. Then the research which are bringing the new values for technology procurement, technology adoption, or technology innovation. That is the way the creation of new and better knowledge sources for adding on the value with the modernized education. Entrepreneurship who are always willing to exploit the wealth from the innovative materials. They are not only investing money, but they are visualizing the futuristic perspectives in their mind to procure the right sources. That is the way the excellent kind of opportunity created where they are celebrating through the learning and improving, as well as sharing their performance values. So these two books are available with us, e-books. It is the gift for you from ACE International Private Limited, Singapore. The disruptive challenges in emerging countries, having nearly 20 chapters, and a recently published transformation for a great and empowered world, having 10 chapters. It is free of cost. If anybody wanted to procure from me, please privately message me, or you can request Dr. Alima Sadia. She could able to connect to me. Thank you so much for your patience. Is there any questions or doubts we can discuss and clear out? Thank you so much. This is my contact for you people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ram. And the best part is that you have given enough time to the participants to interact and to ask the questions. Before that, before we start the question answer sessions, let me just invite the participants to pitch their ideas, because today, as a challenge of Lead House, they were asked to pitch their idea of the uh, entrepreneurship or any startup if they have in the mind, like something they want to start, they want to do for the society, for the community. So 1 minute time they all will get, and then after listening to their ideas, we will open the house for the question answers. May I request Fauziya to please start?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the problem is my baby has viral fever and he's crying right now. I will present. Let me, get him engaged something else. Let me divert him.
It's okay, no issues. Now, Supriya, you can present.
Yeah, hello, sir. Good evening. So
Good evening.
the best thing what I could first of all, thank you very much. This is, I mean, really it was a great session, and especially I got damn very motivated by seeing the decades of Silicon Valley entrepreneurship, how they have developed and how they have done it. Rather like I felt it. This is very much useful for me. I don't know about others, but really I'm thankful to Ma'am Halima and you as well, Dr. Ram. It's like really great. And just here you had mentioned at the end about the wealth generation knowledge. So there, is it like uh, I mean, if I want to do a startup, then yeah, definitely I'll be doing little research and then doing. I mean, I'll put my effort for it and all that. But is it like nowadays many things have come up, like they are helping to start this startup and all that. So how about that? I mean, I'm mostly into like edutech things. I mean, creating my own platform or like under somebody who has already developed a platform on it, and then being the associating with them. How about it? I mean, how can I go ahead in this?
That is a good question. As I already mentioned and revealed in my earlier talk session time, many people, they have sufficient knowledge or the capacity, but they don't have the right pathways to choose for transforming themselves from a professional level to the entrepreneurial level. It is the condition they have to incubate themselves to learn and transform. For this leadership kind of challenge also, you are getting involved with the practice and the demands to transform for learning certain new skills, or making yourself to incubate in the teamwork, how to engage and enrich your capacity to get the positive results. Many places we are working in that kind of condition, but entrepreneurship is little bit risky and tricky. We have to see the profit whatsoever the way we are doing the job or executing the company, making the performance as per the demand or requirement, but we must need to see the profit. That is the success scenario. So many of the entrepreneurs, they are starting their level of journey as a passion oriented, but due course of time, they don't find the right strategy or right team or right condition to drive well. They can't able to succeed or sustain. And that's the policy, because now even any leader in the market who are doing the great things, but the challenges are ever, they have to find out the current trends, how to make themselves to transform into that kind of capacity. That is very, very much required. Or you have to acquire the right person. Steve Jobs also, he was getting the chance to come again to work in the Apple, and making himself to incubate for the transformation. The same way, innovations and creations are emerging from any corner of the world, but we have to be very alert. We have to procure the right key person to engage the activities to transform into.
Yeah.
So you have either yourself, or you can engage the team who are having the expertise to jointly hand holding together. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ram and Supriya. I think Dr. Zubair Ahmed has raised his hand. Yes, Dr. Zubair Ahmed.
Although I have not been part of the earlier sessions, but since this was something related to entrepreneurship and which is my passion area, so I if we have time, can I do it?
Sorry, actually, you were not audible in between. What did you say?
As you asked for, I have an idea on which I am working. So I want to discuss it with Dr. Ram. Is it allowed?
Yes, you can discuss. You have 2 minutes time.
For a quick discussion, it is okay. For a long one, we can have
Yeah,
separately.
that you can have
because-
one-to-one.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, sir. Actually, I am traveling, so there is some connectivity issue also. I am working as an entrepreneurship coach and business consultant, and I run a company which is integrated facilitation services. So I support entrepreneurs, small businesses, and voluntary organizations in achieving growth potential. So, like I have been exploring this idea, this concept that I want to transform this whole work which we do manually. We have different experts and human resource from this whole in an automation mode, so that we could reach out to a large number of people, and we could like bring down the cost of these services. So, do you have any idea how we could do it? Like I have been exploring on this aspect.
Yeah, that is also a good question. As of now, we are having the transformation from the manual source to machine source. That is the human resource. That's why the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and other elements like IoT sensors are coming to play a big role. Blockchain system also accumulating more values. Uh, Data analytics or big data sources, cloud computing, the new generation technologies holistically making the change. As I already mentioned, how the Tesla is making the visionary and the missionary kind of capacity. They created the manless kind of driving with the vehicles. So unmanned vehicle, that is the policy. So you could see the transformation where the manual involvement or any kind of supporting things through the machine source, they wanted to invest a lot and procure that kind of capacity. And so the automation kind of features are making that real transformation in the coming days. Many companies, they're willing to invest a lot for those kind of environment. So we can able to discuss where the human resources battle with the machine resources, who will win in the coming days, making the real challenge and changing atmosphere. I could predict, because being in Singapore, I could see the lot of transformation within the last 10 years time. So in future also, it is making the huge change in everybody's life and the lifestyle. So we can discuss, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Zubair, Dr. Ram has already shared his contact details, so you can contact him privately and you can discuss. Yes, now I can.
Let me try, Dr. Halima.
Yes, Fauziya, go ahead.
Actually the thing is, I came from hospital because my baby is not well. He has viral fever, so I took him to the doctor. So let me check what I have made.
Do you want to share the screen?
A host disabled participant screen sharing. What happened? Yes, I want to share the screen.
Now you can.
Yes. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, Halima. एक minute.
Okay, meanwhile, we can listen from Sarita Gomez ji. Are you ready to share, Sarita?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm good.
Yes, please, go ahead.
See that.
Wait.
Ma'am, sorry. Ma'am, 1 minute you'll give me, you just get someone to say. I'll just get down from Eric, my destination has come, and I will share my view.
ये disable किया उसने sharing, screen sharing.
Okay, so now let me invite Ajab.
Yes, ma'am.
They have disabled.
Halima, this
Force disabled participant screen sharing. She has to enable it.
Halima, I want to share the screen. Screen.
You are already co-host. You can share, like Dr. Ram was sharing. So you are co-host.
Wait a minute.
You can share. Are you with the name of Rehana today?
Yeah, no. Actually, I don't know what is happening today.
Hi.
She's my sister-in-law.
Okay. So Rehana,
Why her name is coming on the screen? No idea. Actually, wait a moment. I wanted to present this on this laptop.
The share is not coming.
Share is there. Share is there.
Okay,
Screen
screen.
share is there.
Yeah, it is sharing, no, now.
Yes.
Is it not?
Yeah.
No. Okay, no issues, Fazia. You can share in the WhatsApp group that we all.
Yeah, I will do that on.
Yes, and let us listen from Ajab. Ajab, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
How
Ma'am,
do I
even
go
I
back?
made
How
a
do I go
small
back?
presentation. So, can I present or should I speak orally?
No, you can present. You are the co-host.
Yes. A minute. So, I bring to you, good evening, everyone, and I bring to you today a small venture that I wish to initiate with the name of Skill Connect. So, first of all, why do we need Skill Connect? So, it will help students in their academic and vocational journey. When I say about academic and vocational journey, I encompass all the fields of education and practical skills that are needed. So why Skill Connect? Because it's a traditional, because traditional tutoring can be expensive and be limited to availability. So Skill Connect will be an online virtual platform. So so now I bring you to the solution of Skill Connect. It's a dynamic platform that brings together students and tutors worldwide. And it's not only restricted to academic, but in every other field. So where only importance to education is given, Skill Connect, as the name itself suggests, it will give importance to your skill, be it education or vocation. The services that we will provide are a searchable tutor database. There will be live virtual sessions. It could be one-on-one or group tutoring. Then you can even schedule your classes or your Connect classes and progress your progress, how well you are doing or how is your progression throughout classes. And basically the word as it suggests, connect, it will be a community forum which will connect you to people worldwide, and collaboration, teamwork, and bringing all the other essential skills of essential 21st century skills into the limelight. So lastly, I would conclude by saying why invest in Skill Connect. It's an opportunity to bridge educational and vocational gaps and empower everyone around. So it's not only for students, but it is for everyone who wishes to learn something and connect with a tutor, making education, vocation accessible, collaborative, and meaningful. So with that, I end my presentation.
Beautiful. This is lovely pitch. And yes, you will get outstanding for this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Dr.
Okay.
Halima, may I
Yes.
do one thing? I'm sending you the one I have.
It's okay. You can send.
And please do share. I'm unable to share this.
Aisha, will you please start your presentation? Aisha Irfana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Ma'am, I also made a small presentation for this on entrepreneurship where is it?
Yes, you can share.
Okay.
Send, no? Latest one only you send, no?
Ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, for the entrepreneurship where I have decided to use the Vedic maths as my innovative way to introduce the calculative methods in the business type. Introducing to this as a coaching classes, where being me as a math teacher would like to innovate the way of learning. Now we are constrained to only one type of the learning, like the textbook and how to do the calculations. So the basic mathematic calculations were not being introduced to the students, where the Vedic maths came into the progress. So this was my idea to introduce the business about the Vedic maths. Okay, the presentation of the idea behind the business is to promote the logic behind quick and fast calculation, tricks to solve another idea to reach the maximum number of the children who love doing the mathematics. Uh, as during my learning experiences, I have understood most of the students still do the counting while the forward counting or the backward counting, but there are many other quick methods to understand. So would like to approach, because these Vedic maths and the abacus methods, they are not introduced into the curriculum, most of them, because it's a separate topic. So this is the another innovative way to make the children learn towards the maths. Then comes why I introduced this idea together. When I introduced this topic to the audience, it was an average, because most of them are not confident about the subject. So to introduce this and make them clear, we need to work more harder. As into the entrepreneurship, it is a one-to-one phase, or it may be one-to-many. We, as being the leaders, have to work on a big scale to introduce whatever we are approaching for. Then comes the market research. Now, as this Vedic maths, or we can say the abacus learning, this is becoming a new trend in the society. So the markets research is very important, where I can have the good location and the important development and the trust for the idea which I have initiated. And moreover, when we talk about the entrepreneurship, when we need to have the proper sponsors and the good financial status to develop the idea what we have initiated it. So this is what my small presentation, ma'am.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
very
thank you, ma'am.
much. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh my God.
Okay, so now, Fazia,
Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
your screen
Yes,
is open.
yes, this is my effort to show this. You can see the first of all, this for the entrepreneurship. I have an idea, and I have the various ideas were going on, and these are still there, which I want to implement in my life. The one is the one. This is the one. This will be the Heritage Handicraft would be the name, and that this would be online platform to promote the local artisan from the different parts of India at very low price. So what is there when if you are getting anything from the directly from the artisan, any handicraft item, what is happening if you go to the Delhi Haat, even those who familiar with Delhi, they must have seen the Delhi Haat or anywhere in the world. You can see if you are getting anything from the from government their offices also from government stores also, you can see that the cost of the products is usually very high. So my idea is to have that platform where the heritage handicraft, where we can buy directly from the artisans. And next slide, please. Is it not?
Yes, we saw all your 4 slides.
These are not visible on the screen right now, Alima.
Is it not visible?
No, only one slide, heritage handicraft, is visible only.
Okay.
Not the problem area. I have to discuss the problem area.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can share it, the problem area.
Now I changed. Is it not
Yes.
there?
No, it does not change. Actually, the problem area related to this idea is that there is always the high price of the products are there of heritage art, handicraft products due to middlemen. Next is availability issue in case of niche handicraft. If you want to get the new, the unique one, though there is always unavailability. So in this platform, the one can get. And another one is a non-computer savvy customers. So customers are usually know that they cannot go to website, and they're the mostly the people. This WhatsApp is an easy way of the people can connect to. Another one is no time to go through thousands of available options also. The something what happened. Now, the last slide has come to solution. There's one more. Solution is the third one. So I'm completing this one, the second one. So the no time to go through the thousands of available options. And this is the non-customized sale also. When if you see something on the side, that's the non-customized. But in this side, one can have the customized item also. Now the next is solution. What is the solution for this? So you can say first of all, this model is for the low cost model. So this is the direct procurement with the vendor and the manufacturer, avoiding the middleman, first of all. And this is the most important part is the low cost, and it doesn't require any penny. It is zero inventory. One, we have to just directly, we have contact to the artisans, and we have to directly contact to the manufacturer. And only the drop shipping model, this is the, and the mainly the one more thing is left, the previous one, solution. And this is the, as I'm telling you, this is the WhatsApp selling channel, and customized service as a direct contact with the vendor, easy procurement with the niche goods, and promote local artisan. These are the some of the ways to solve it. And how it will work? It will work first of all the target audience. What will be our target audience? All the women. The women love to have handicraft items. So handicrafts item will all be the saris, suits, stoles, jewelry, bags, all such item would be there in that site, and that will cater to all strata. And the reach target audience the networking by. That will be the with the help of networking. Suppose I want to make a make this WhatsApp group now. So my target audience right now would be my lead group. So I will invite all of them to be the part of this, and they can have their they can buy the products from there. And so this will be the networking, friends, family, and the social circle. And this will be the connect with the artisan groups and manufacturer, and create a daily catalog. The daily catalog will be there, the broadcast will be done, and WhatsApp group will be done. So in this manner, the one can have this idea of this actually the online selling of products, or that will be the unique products, the handicraft products, or from the different parts of India. That is my business idea.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think everybody has shared their ideas. Now we come to the end of today's session. I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Ram. And I'm very happy that you all understood the concept. Yes, Sarita, you want to share? Please quickly share within a minute.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, please.
So if we are telling, ma'am, I have not created the PPT because I was out with my children for the one night trip. So I'll just discuss about it. Sorry for that. So when we speak of the entrepreneur, so I basically the normal things, everything is there added on. But as I see the life skills, so as an entrepreneur, I will always look at the need of the students for the communication, problem solving, critical thinking, time management, and even financial literacy. This thing I will be designing it by the practical thing which will be applicable in their students' real life to get the solution. Engaging and interactive learning for the kids in the environment that fosters their activity and the participation to keep them engaged. That is one more thing, which is a life skill. So it will be an interactive method. So to experience learning in group activity, role play, hands-on activity. So probably, as we say, that life skills are all which practically we do. So that is how the approach allows students to apply and acquire skills practically meaningful way. And when I look into the experts instructions, so this will expertise my students when I will offer them the life skills workshop and professionals to get them in and give them practical knowledge as well, getting them involved as a speaker, which will consider them as a guest speaker by giving and sharing their ideas, which probably we hardly do, which will inspire the students, others also who are really introvert. I will even personalize the approach towards each and every student to get the internal unique talent in them and give them a different kind of strength by focusing more into it and doing the tailoring of the things what they're talking about, and they are discussing according to by doing the demonstration and even individually to keep them flexible to approach us and get more enhanced. So this is how I look ahead as an entrepreneur in the life skills matter. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And Dr. Ram, thank you very much for your time and efforts. And
Thank you all.
I request all the
Thank you.
participants to write their reflections in the LinkedIn. I will share the LinkedIn link, and then see you all tomorrow with another challenge. Take care. Bye-bye and good night. A special thanks
Thank
to
you.
Mr.
Bye.
Dr. Zubair
Good night.
for joining us.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye-bye.